Hello, my name is Leah McMillan. I'm the Chief Marketing Officer with Trend Micro. Trend Micro is one of the largest and most trusted cybersecurity companies in the world. We have over 7,000 employees who are all striving to make the world safe for exchanging digital information. And one of our philosophies is not just about making the world safe, but it's about making the world a better place. And certainly one of the things we do is look to support initiatives that are near and dear to our hearts in our local communities. That's why Trend is a proud sponsor of 24-Hour Yogapalooza in support of CHIO. Unfortunately, many of us in Canada, in the Ottawa area, are parents who have known the pain of what it's like to have a child diagnosed with cancer. We know the journey of what it's like to spend hundreds of hours at CHIO. And we also are so thankful to be in a place where the good doctors and nurses and staff at CHIO can support our journey and help heal our children. Thank you so much for being part of 24-Hour Yogapalooza and making a difference in the lives of kids with cancer.
Hi, my name's Amber. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. I'm going to take you through a quick little core flow. We're going to work our adductors and abductors as well. Let's get started. So make sure that you have a couple blocks if you like to use blocks in practice. Otherwise, if you don't have blocks, you can totally get through this without. Grab your water and just start by taking a comfortable seated position with me. So we'll just take a moment to arrive on our mat space. Nice deep breaths in and out through the nose. And being sure that you listen to your body first, modifying and taking rest as you need to. Take a moment to notice the length and the depth of your breath. And we use the sound of the breath to stay connected, to help us in that practice of becoming a little more present. And blink open your eyes and take a deep breath in. And you're going to catch your elbows up overhead. So if your flexibility of your shoulders and allow you to catch for your elbows, you can just grab for one wrist and lengthen the sides of your waist. So you're lifting your ribcage up away from your hip bones and you're going to lean over towards the left side. And just breathing into the right rib cage, finding some space. And then reach up to center and extend the arms, and then turn over towards the left. Just hold on to the side of your leg with your right hand, and fingertips come behind you. Breathe in, and use your fingertips behind you to press up and create more space in your lower back. And as you exhale, bring your belly in towards your spine and continue to broaden your collarbones. And inhale, come back to center, and exhale again, take that grab overhead. So make sure you're not changing the position of your spine. It's okay if your arms are a little bit further forward. Try to grab the opposite way. Take a breath in and lengthen again the sides of your waist, and then lean over towards the right. And breathing into the left side body. And inhale, reach straight up towards center. Exhale, over towards the right hand side, right fingertips behind you. Lengthen, breathe in. Bring your belly in towards your spine. And then come back to center, reach up one more time, breathe in. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. We're gonna come down onto our backs. So make your way onto your backs. And just starting with a kind of around the world core. So we'll work all around the circumference of the body, starting to warm up the core for practice. So beginning with your knees bent in a tabletop position. Wrap your arms around your waist and just take a moment to set the transverse. So as you breathe in, you'll feel your ribcage expand. And as you breathe out, plant the lower back on the mat and knit your bottom ribs in. So like there's a drawstring on your waist getting a little bit tighter. Now keep that and pick your feet up. So you can keep your hands on your belly if you like to help to feel the belly staying flat. And so that superficial layer, those kind of six-pack muscles in the front, stay knitting in. And as you breathe in, just begin to lower your heels down. And as you breathe out, really cinch the waistline in to bring the knees back up. Now you want to avoid using hip flexors to do this work. So maybe you even lower the legs just a couple of inches and then exhale to come back up, and try to keep the shoulders soft. So arms can come by your side if you're comfortable with this movement. Otherwise, keep the hands on your body to continue to find that awareness. A few more like this. Breathe in and cinch the waistline and breathe out. And 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Last one. And bring it in. Take your right ankle and cross it on top of your left knee, making a figure 4 shape. So you can grab for your hamstring or your shin, flexing the right toes, keeping the outer right ankle nice and firm as you gently intend the left knee in. And take a breath in. And breathe out. And nice and easy, just switch sides. Left ankle crosses on top. Again, flexing the left toes so the outer left ankle is firm as you gently intend right knee in towards right shoulder. Take one more deep breath. And this time as you let it go, you're gonna hold your shins and take your knees wide, so you're in a half happy baby rock gently from side to side. Then bring knees together and lengthen your body, reach your arms up overhead. And then as you exhale, you're gonna roll over onto your left side. So you're propping yourself up onto your left forearm. You can stack or stagger your feet, whatever works better for you for balance, and lifting your hips up, reaching your top arm towards the sky. So try to get your top hip as high as you can. And don't even really think about tipping your hips down, just go up. So little tiny pulses. You start to feel that oblique on the left side, just going up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, last 3. Get the hip a little higher. And then hold, and then sweep your right bicep beside your ear so you're working that left side oblique and stretching into the right side body. Take a breath in. And then exhale, lower down and turn right over onto your belly. Lengthen one leg back at a time, anchoring your pelvis and the tops of your feet down onto the mat. So you can see as I press my feet down, my thigh bones are lifting up towards the sky. My glutes turned on, arms by your side, shoulder heads back, and keep pressing your palms into the mat. And just squeeze the shoulder blades together onto your back and from the upper outer arm. And then let's fly the arms. Glutes and legs turned on, take a breath in. And then exhale, lower down and make a pillow for your forehead with your palms and just rock the hips a little bit from side to side. And for a moment, pick up your right leg and turn your toes inwards. And then pick up your left leg and turn your toes inwards and let your heels drop open to either side. And then keeping this pillow with your head, you're gonna pick up your right leg, lengthen it back, anchor the foot, pick up your left, anchor it back. Then keep your forehead down and start to pull your belly away from the mat. So you're finding a little support through those transverse muscles lying here on your belly. A little harder to find. Keep anchoring your pelvis down. And then lift your feet up. Squeeze your glutes. Think about reaching the legs back and then going up. And just hold here for 3, 2, and 1. Let it go. Press yourself up and just flip over onto your opposite side. So I'm on my right forearm, finding that same side plank. Go ahead and lift your hips up, stack or stagger your feet, and reach your left arm towards the sky. And we start to find those little pulses. For 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Lift and hold. Sweep the left bicep aside the earth. So you feel that stretch on the left side. Right sideways, lifting up away from the mat. Take a breath in. And then exhale, set it down. Flipping again over onto your backs. And setting up again with the feet wide, knees bent. This time you're gonna walk the feet even wider and start to windshield wiper the knees from side to side. I'm just exploring that rotation. You feel the femur bone as it internally rotates on the left side here, right side external, and then over towards the other side. And now start to add a little bit of inner thigh opening. So my right knee is gonna lead the way, and my left knee will automatically come with it and follow, and you'll feel that little stretch in between through the inner legs. Just taking a few more rotations, noticing which one feels a little more natural for you, a little more awkward. And then coming back to center, and we'll find again that figure 4 shape just for a breath. Knee in towards you. Now keep the shape of your legs, but release with your hands and cross your right thigh on top of your left. Now we're not gonna come into full eagle legs, but I want you to try to work your calves or your shin bones together. So everything that's connected through the inseam of the legs is pressing in. Now maybe grabbing onto the back of your legs, you find a little bit of momentum to come up. So we're in this boat pose with the thighs crossed, squeezing everything in towards the midline. And take a breath in. And then as you exhale, you're gonna set your legs down, but keep a similar shape. Begin to straighten your left leg, and then bring your right knee and bend it, and you'll turn to face towards the left long edge of the mat. Now you're gonna stand in your right foot and circle your right arm up overhead, so you're breathing and stretching into the right side body. And then as you exhale, set your hip down, reach towards your heel, and try to lift the leg up. So you really feel that adductor working on this side. 2 more like that. Stand in the foot, reach up, inhale. And exhale, tap the hip down and try to lift your foot. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, tap the hip down, lift up. Set it down 1 more time. This time we circle all the way around to face the top short edge of the mat and step back into plank. Holding your plank, starting to warm up the upper body, tapping the shoulders side to side for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Walk your feet in and hover your knees, so in this hovering tabletop position. Keep pushing the floor away, knit your bottom ribs in. Take a breath in, and then exhale, set the knees down. Extend your right leg back behind you. So toes facing down, and now you're gonna start to dial the toes over towards the left. So you find that kind of awkward internal rotation, toes pointing towards the left long edge of my mat. I'm gonna take the toes over towards the left and tap maybe the outer border of my foot down. Inhale, come up, keep your belly knitting in. Exhale and hug your knee in. 2 more like that. Inhale, extend. Start to internally rotate your toes. Tap over towards the left. Come back to center and pull the knee in. 1 more like that. Breathe in. Dial the toes left. Tap. Come back up, and this time you bring the knee all the way in and step forward. Coming into a low lunge, right foot is forward, arms up. Catch hold of your elbows overhead. Take a breath in, and then lean over towards the right. Inhale, reach up to center. Exhale, eagle your arms, left under right. You can also just grab for opposite shoulders. Lift your elbows, your forearms up and away from your face. Breathe in and breathe out. Let that go and reach all the way up. Exhale, bring your hands down, frame your front foot, tuck your back toes, pick up your back knee and find pyramid pose. So if you have your blocks handy, you might want to slide them underneath your hands and just bow in towards that front leg any amount. And rebend into your front knee, ground your palms, and step back to downward facing dog. And press your palms and reach your hips back and up. Breathe in and breathe out. Tap your knees down, cross your ankles behind you, and come onto your backs, please. And we're setting up again in that figure four. It's your left ankle crossing over this time. And just for a breath. And let that go and slide your left leg on top of your right to try to hug your shin bones, your calves together, maybe hands to the back of your thighs or beside you to help yourself to come up into your boat pose. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, spin around this way, lengthen your right leg and step your left foot. So your right palm grounds behind you, stand in your left foot and reach the left arm up overhead. Take a breath in. And then as you exhale, you tap down and try to pick up your right leg. Stand in your left foot, inhale. Exhale, tap the hip down and reach again for your foot. Flex the foot. One more like that, breathe in. Set the hips down, breathe out, lift it up. Set it down. This time you stand in the foot, you circle the arm all the way back around. Step back into your plank, shoulder tap for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold your plank, walk the feet in. Bend your knees, find your hovering table. Push the floor away, strong arms. Tap the knees down. Extend your left leg back. Dial your left toes, this time to the right. Tap the foot to the right, come back to center, squeeze the glute, and bring the knee in towards you. Inhale, extend, dial the toes right, tap, back through center, and hug it in. Last one, inhale, turn the toes right, tap, come back up, hug all the way in and step forward and find your low lunge on the other side, arms to sky. Grab your elbows the other way overhead, lengthen the sides of your waist, and lean to the left. Reach up, breathe in. Circle your right arm underneath your left. Forearms, elbows up and away. Release, arms to sky. Hands frame front foot. Pick up your back knee and bow in towards your left leg. And rebend into your front knee, ground your palms, and step back, downward facing dog. And take a deep breath in, and a breath out. And then tap your knees down, and just for a moment, come to seated. Reset your breath. And grounding your palms. Stepping again into your down dog so you can transition to the top of your mat. And take a breath in and lengthen your spine. And then empty and fold. Again, breathe in, come into that half lift. And breathe out. And let your body hang. And supporting with your abdominals, your lower back, as you slowly begin to round your body up. And we find Tadasana, mountain pose, at the top of our mat space as we move through a few rounds of Sun Salute A. Bring your hands together, heart center. And together, breathe in and reach up. Exhale and fold. Take a half lift and step your feet back into plank. And take a breath and look forward, lean forward a little. So legs firm, core turned on. Lower down, you can come to your belly. Take cobra or upward facing dog. Shoulder heads back, glutes turned on. Pull your belly in towards your spine and use that core strength to send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Can you close your eyes? And allow yourself for a moment to drop in, hearing your breath, feeling your body.
And take your breath in and lift your heels, bend your knees. Come up to the top of your mat space and breathe in and lengthen when you arrive. Breathe out and fold. So firm your belly, drive your heels down and rise up. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Inhale, arms to sky. Exhale, fold and release. Lengthen halfway, shoulder heads back. Come back into your plank. So your push-up, I like to go all the way down. Back bend, breathe in. Nice strong core, brings your hips back to down dog. Stay here, 3 breaths. And keep working your down dog, so palms actively pressing, thigh bones back and up. Jaw relaxed. One more breath in. Let it go. Heels lift, knees bend. Top of your space. Halfway lift. Forward fold. Arms to sky. Hands to heart. Reset, breathe in. And breathe out. Bend your knees and drop your hips, coming into a chair pose. So sweep your arms up for 1 breath in, and then exhale, bring your hands to heart center and start to sit your seat a little further down and back, really driving your heels down, just finding these tiny little pulses. So feeling the glutes, the hamstring start to fire as you slowly pulse down and up, maybe even squeezing the inner thighs and knees together. In your next inhalation, you're going to come to stand on your left leg and lift your right leg up. So you're in one-legged Tadasana, really hugging your outer left hip in. Eyes on something that's not moving. Take a breath in, and as you breathe out, nice controlled transition. So you're kind of passing through Warrior 3, taking a big step back to land your high crescent lunge. Arms to sky. Catch hold again of your elbows overhead. And then take a breath in, lengthen the sides of your waist, and lean over towards the left. Reach back through center, inhale. Exhale, circle your right arm under your left. Eagle your arms. Lift your elbows, your forearms up and away. Keep firming into your back leg. Release and reach all the way up. Exhale, hands frame front foot. We come back into that pyramid shape. Bowing towards your left leg. Let your head hang. And then start to bend into your front knee. Walk your fingertips forward, pick up your back heel, and step your right foot up to meet your left. Back at the top of your mat space. Breathe in and lengthen. And breathe out and fold. Right away, bending the knees and dropping the hips. Arms to sky to find your chair. Exhale, hands to your heart, coming into that lower chair pose, driving the heels down. Nice controlled pulses in and up. Hugging everything in towards the midline as you lift up out of that pulse. Toes are light. One more. And then come to stand on your right leg. It's your left leg lifting this time. Breathe in. Then exhale. So you're just kind of floating past Warrior 3 in this transition, bending deeply into the front knee. So the deeper you can bend, the softer the landing. High crescent lunge, arms to sky. You can bend your back knee like I am to lengthen and create more space in the lower back. Catch hold of your elbows overhead. Take a breath in, and then lean to the right. Come back to center. Eagle your arms, left under right. Elbows, forearms up and away. Your next exhale, let that go and reach all the way up. Hands down, frame front foot. Find your pyramid pose on this side. And start to bend into your front knee. Call your fingertips forward. Step your feet together. Take a breath in and lengthen. Empty and fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips. Chair, inhale. Hands to your heart, exhale. Pulsing for 3, shoulder heads back, try not to round the upper spine, 2. And when we come to stand tall, the right knee lifts, reach up. Take that big step back. High crescent lunge, arms to sky. Catch hold of elbows. Lengthen first, and then lean left. Arms to sky, eagle your arms. Forearms up and away. This time you're gonna lean forward. So keep your belly hugging back and in to support your lower back as you transition into a bent knee variation of Warrior 3. So the left knee's bent. And just like we did from tabletop position, you're gonna start to point your toes towards the left, so find that awkward internal rotation. Bend deeper into the standing leg and curtsy lunge over towards the left. Now come back up into Warrior 3. Keep the knee bent and then start to hug it in towards you. You're gonna cross your thighs and eagle your legs. So we're in crouching eagle here. Try to keep the connection between the elbow and the right knee as you pick the right knee up. Step the feet together. You're sitting low, and then you release your eagle arms to move into a chair twist. Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Bring your hands down and take a big step back with your left foot. Turn and pivot to the left long edge of the mat for a side lunge. So the outer borders of the feet are staying down and the toes stay facing towards the long edge of the mat. So different than Skandasana, I want you to feel the stretch of the inner legs. And you can use your left elbow like I am to push my left knee open a little, get a little more stretch to the left side as well, maybe lunge a little deeper. And then see the top of the mat and turn and pivot. Left fingertips down, right arm reaches up. And take a breath in. And exhale, bring your right hand down. Step back to down dog. And then lift your heels. Bend your knees. Come to the top. Take a breath in, lengthen. Empty and fold. Bend your knees, drop your hips, arms to sky. Hands to heart, we pulse for 3, for 2, and 1. Come to stand on your right leg, it's the left leg lifting. Breathe in. Exhale, pass through Warrior 3, big step back, high crescent lunge. Hold on to elbows, lengthen sides of the waist, lean right. Come back to center, reach up, circle left under right. Steady your gaze as you lean forward. Right leg stays bent as you come to stand on it. Draw your toes towards the right and curtsy lunge right. Nice and controlled. I know this is challenging. Come back up. Bring your knee in towards you and stand just enough. So you have the space to cross the thighs. Squeeze inner thighs together into your crouching eagle. Begin to pick up the left knee. Keep the elbow connected. Step the feet together. Open your heart towards the left and fan your arms open. Breathe in and let it go. Hands down, big step back, this time with your right foot, lunging to the right side of your mat. Again, outer borders of the feet are down. You can use that right elbow to track the knee open. And top of your mat, turn and pivot. Right fingertips down, left arm reaches up, easy twist. Take a breath in. Exhale, bring your left hand down, and you choose. You can move through a flow with me or take down dog or child's pose. Meet in down dog and breathe. And shift forward, plank pose. Tap your knees down. And then take your knees nice and wide as you can. Sit back onto your heels. Walk your hands forward. Stay active in this variation of wide knee child's pose. So you press your palms or your fingertips down so you can send your hips back towards your heels. Keep the knees tracking nice and wide. Releasing the inner legs. And letting your head rest down. And begin to walk your hands up. And send your right leg forward, finding a 90-90 position with your legs. So don't worry too much what's happening with the back leg, but try to get that shin bone parallel to the front of the mat. And you might stay right up here, or maybe you'll walk your hands forward, maybe use your blocks. And just let the weight lay here into the outer right hip. And then you'll turn to face towards the long edge of your mat and find that same windshield wiper motion that we did at the beginning of practice when we were on our backs. And take a moment to notice any differences between the sides. And then we'll find that 90-90 with your left foot forward. So go ahead, take your left foot forward and drop down onto your forearms. You can also stay right up here. So don't worry so much about what the shape looks like. You want to make sure you're feeling this through the outer left hip. Again, walk up onto your hands. This time swing your legs around in front. Let's take that windshield wiper motion. One more time, your hands can be behind you, or you can move with it hands free. Come back to center. Reach your arms up towards the sky and then begin to create a C shape with your spine, tucking your chin in towards your chest. So really hugging your belly muscles back to support you. And we'll try our best to drop down here, just one vertebra at a time. And stay with me for 6, 5. Let's take a breath at 4. Come down for 3, don't rush. For 2. And 1. Bring your knees in towards you, hug your forehead to your knees. And then let your legs go in front. Take your arms by your sides. And even if you only have a minute or 2, can you settle in to this shape? Surrender the weight of your body. Let go of control of your breath. Take as much time as you can or as you need. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Namaste.